Again, hello everyone. Good evening. Yan, recorded na tayo and let's continue our class. Ayun, again, sinabi ko sa inyo that you're going to watch the Law of Demand and Supply and Market Equilibrium. And congratulations, palakpakan sa iba. Ayan, clap-clap po tayo. You are really, really great. Ayun. I'm so happy and I'm so proud of myself that you understand my class. You understand the video recorded that I made last year. Yun. And then you already understand the basic principles of the Law of Demand, Supply, and Market Equilibrium. When you were in college, alam ko nahirapan kayo. Nahirapan kayong mag-intindi niyan sa klase with your teacher. Depends on the instructor that kung paano po siya, kung paano niya tinuturo 'yon, 'no? Okay, so, congratulations sa iba ang tataas ng scores. Like, I have a student who got 25. And I hope na mas maganda kasi panoorin muna bago mag-ano, 25 ang score out of 50. So, okey lang yun, 25 out of 30 basta ang maganda kasi tinanong ko siya kung napanood, sabi niya hindi pa. Dapat talaga bago kaya nga tinawag siya na post-test, ibig sabihin napanood niyo na. So, panoorin niyo muna bago kayo mag-post-test. Kaya nga tinawag siyang post-test kasi after the lecture, gano'n ang ibig sabihin nun. So, you watch that video and then you watch that video and then you take post test. So, tapos na tayo sa law of demand and supply and market equilibrium. So, we are done also with elasticity. Kasi I assume na tapos na kayo sa elasticity, right? So, ayan. So, now, meron tayong babalikan kasi this one also, dapat tinapik ko talaga to sa microeconomics yung theory of production and cost. So, mahaba kasi ito. Doon sa manual na binigay ko sa inyo, konti lang yon. It's like a part of, kaya nga outdated siya tingnan. But, what I'm trying to say is that I just need you to focus on this slide. Kasi right after this, there will be a pause test. So, hindi pa tayo tapos sa elasticity, meron na naman itong theory na binigay ni Sir. Okay. So, now let's focus on this. Again, in microeconomics part 1. But before we proceed to microeconomics part 1, let's discuss first itong tinatawag na economic terminologies, na economic terminologies. And we have this number 1, full employment. So ano kaya ibig sabihin ng full employment? Actually, in macroeconomics, this is actually discussed in macroeconomics. Employment, no, ang daming klaseng employment, no, maguguluhan ka na lang. Mga ano, may mga kasi klaseng mga type of, employment, right? Madami yun, mga 5 ata, 5. May mga disguise, gano'n. So, we have full employment. 'Pag sinabing full employment, all available resources should be employed or fully utilized or no worker should be involuntary out of work. 'Pag full employment po, ibig sabihin yung, Pilipinas 'no, lahat po ng tao may trabaho, nabibigyan po ng, nabibigyan po ng freedom to work. Nabibigyan po ng, pagkakataon na magtrabaho. You know what's the problem here in the Philippines why we do not have full employment? Aside from lacking of financial distribution of, budget, isa din sa mga problema po is maaarte ang Pinoy. Maaarte, binigyan mo na nga ng trabaho, umaalis pa, tama? Binibigyan mo na nga ng trabaho, umaalis pa. Kasi ayaw na ng trabaho 'pag pero ang nilagay nila sa resume nila, sa curriculum vitae nila, they can work under pressure. Oh, tapos ngayon 'pag pinressure ng boss hindi na ano, umaalis na, humahanap na ng ibang work kasi nga they cannot stay for longer, 'no? May mga ganyan ngayon and that's the reason why unemployment rate is getting higher. And that is the reason guys, 'no? That's why we cannot achieve full employment. If you go to UAE or somewhere in Arab country or in Islam country or Muslim country, some of them they can achieve full employment. Oo. United Kingdom, very good. Yun, kaya naghahanap sila ng mga tao sa ibang bansa, 'no, na they are acquiring people from other country. We have also Korea, yun. Korea, when it comes to Korean citizens, full employment sila. Every ano, nabibigay talaga yung pangangailangan nila, yun. And then we have equity. Ano naman yung equity? 'Pag sinabing equity, an equitable distribution of wealth and income. And this is one also of the problem of the Philippines, 'no? There is no equitable distribution of wealth and income. Kasi ganito, 'di ba nga sa Constitution, sabi sa Constitution, ang dapat bigyang pansin ng, gobyerno sa pagbibigay ng malaking budget ay ang edukasyon. Yun ang sinabi dun sa education, ang nakalagay sa Constitution. So imagine mo yung education and then hindi mo ifa-follow yung agriculture or farming. Tingin ko that's the reason why we also have very low economic growth, no? Yun. So pag equity kasi dapat both wealth and income are being distributed. Equity na nga from although it's equity equal. Next, we have efficiency, producing any given level of output at minimum opportunity cost of the inputs used in production. During my interview, I was asked by a one of the panels, tinanong niya sa akin, what are you? Effective or efficient? So I answered efficient. You know what's the reason why I answered efficient? Because if you are efficient, whatever the resources you have, you can make an output out of it. Hindi ka magrereklamo na kulang man ito, kulang man ng ganito, kulang man, but you are going to make a way in order to make an output by using that materials or resources you have. That is being efficient. And aside from that, you you are working even without your boss. The integrity you have is really good. That's also efficient. And also I answer that once you are efficient, you are already effective. Kasi pag efficient ka, you have a good output. Once you have a good output meaning you are being useful to the company and you are effective to the company. So actually, that's out of the box question every time that the panel will ask you in the interview. But the correct answer for that is efficient. If ever lang, they will ask you. Letter D, we have economic growth. Economic growth is magkaiba po sa economic development. Yun. Economic growth is expansion of production, constantly increasing output or national income, reduction in poverty incidence, increase in employment, etc. Pag economic growth, meaning po, maraming mga possibilities na pwede ka mag-work, hindi ka na pwede, hindi ka na kailangan mag-abroad. Pag economic growth, ibig sabihin, yung, yung amount ng, yung income mo ay nakakapag-ano ka na, yung income mo ay sapat na, ba, yung income mo ay sapat na igastos sa family or sa household. Yun yung economic growth kasi the production is increasing. So marami ng mga factory worker dito sa atin. So when it is increasing, when the production is increasing and we have there's a lot of industry increasing also, expanding industry, marami nabibigyan ng work. So the unemployment rate is getting low. Ganon, low. So that's the meaning of economic growth, expansion, and then yung freedom to uh, yung increasing of income. And next we have economic freedom. So ano naman yung economic freedom? Okay, these are some more questions, me. Yes, pwede mag-ask. You put your questions as pwede naman mag-interfere. Yan. Economic freedom includes our freedom to choose what to produce or consume, employment, etc., freedom to do economic activities within the legal framework of the economy. So again, in our constitution, we have the right to express our ideas, opinions. That is under Article 3, Bills of Rights, if I'm not mistaken. Bill of Rights pala. So, in 1997, Republic of the Philippines 1997, Philippine Constitution, Article 3, Bill of Rights, Section, saan ba yan? Freedom. 7, 9? Uh, kaya gali, gina-explain pa gina ko na pagkunabot sa development gani. Lahat ba hulat? Wala pa nga, hintay lang, sa growth pa lang nga tayo dyan pa economic development letter G, letter E pa nga tayo, economic freedom pa lang. Ayun. Hintay ba? Na, okay. Yan. Economic freedom, ayun, if I'm not mistaken, that's another Bill of Rights, Article 3. So, we have the freedom. We have the freedom, guys. Walang makakapigil sa'yo. Yun. You have the freedom as long as wala kang tinatapakan na tao, wala kang tinatapakan na tae, ay sorry, tae. Wala kang tinatapakan na ibang tao, wala kang tinatapakan na masasamang masasamang living things sa mundo, yun. It's an economic freedom, no? You have, the employment is free, ganun ba? Open lang. Tapos, ang ganda ng legal framework ng economy, that's economic freedom. Yun. And then we have price stability, the absence of inflation. This is very important. Ano yung price stability? Yung hindi laging pagtaas ng presyo. Ano nga ba ang actually mas maganda sa price stability, which is puwede natin ma-consider na there is a economic development kung bumababa ang presyo ng mga bilihin, 'yun. At saka hindi po tumataas. That's why po we have market fair price, 'yun. Meron tayong market fair price kasi nga doon ina-assess yung pag-control ng presyo sa market. So that's why maganda po talaga na merong price stability, 'no? 'Pag price stability, absence po diyan ang inflation. Again, hindi po ibig sabihin na 'pag tumaas agad ang presyo ay, 'pag tumaas tuloy. Hindi po ibig sabihin na 'pag bumaba ang presyo ay bababa na agad ang inflation rate, hindi po yun, ha? Kasi ang under po kasi ng inflation rate, hindi not only the price of the goods or the price of the goods and services here in the Philippines, but also the development and growth of the economy. Yun, that affects also and you have the economic security. That's one also of the reason. So now, we are in economic development. O you, listen, Ayan, Kimba. Economic development is an improvement in quality of life of the people. Ano nga ba yung economic of growth? Economic growth, expansion, di ba? Merong maraming availability for employment, hindi ka mahihirapan magtrabaho, gano'n. And then, you have a lot of choices or option, gano'n. While economic development, 'pag sinabing improvement in the quality of life of hindi na we are ano, we are not in poverty line na. 'Pag gano'n ba, 'pag economic development hindi na tayo nangangapa sa mga pagtaas ng presyo, gano'n ba? Hindi na tayo nagsa-suffer sa, kakulangan o scarcity, that's economic development. Oh, you know now, kasi from the word itself, development, ibig sabihin po, talking about the quality of life. Kung yung tao ba ay nahihirapan, tumatanda ng tumatanda, naghihirap ba ng naghihirap, gano'n. 'Pag tumatagal naghihirap ba yung ano, so there's a lot of, there's a lot of, factors. So that is economic development. 'Pag economic growth naman ang pinag-usapan, tanungin ko kayo, yung pagbibigay ba ng, sustento sa mga senior citizen, economic growth or economic development? Yung pagbibigay ng sa sustento sa mga senior citizen, economic growth or economic development? That is, ha? Economic growth, economic development. Hmm, development. Oo. So the correct answer for that is economic development. Bakit? Bakit sa economic development yung pagbibigay ng sustento doon sa mga senior citizen? Kasi nga, 'pag senior citizen ka na, what are you trying to be taking or care of? The quality of life you have. So once you have the quality of life, the government is what? Providing standard quality of life. And that's why yung government nagbibigay ng sustento sa mga senior citizen. Na-gets ninyo? So that's why they are, ang tina-target ng government is the development, not the growth. Kasi 'pag senior citizen ka na, you do not need what? You do not need employment. You do not need what? What else you do not need? Tingnan natin dito sa qualification. You do not need employment, you do not need expansion of production, you do not need increase of output of national income, you do not need a reduction in poverty. Yan, increase in employment, hindi mo na kailangan yan because you're already senior. So ano ang kailangan na, yung atake ng government doon is improvement of the quality of life. Nagets ninyo? That's why it's development. Oh, example lang ah, growth. Example ng growth is yung, pantawid, pantawid. Oh, sa word pa lang na pantawid, na-gets na ninyo? Ano yung tina-target ng pantawid? Quality of life or the poverty? Striking of poverty. Ganun yun. Ganun yun. Naintindihan niyo? Oo. Sa pantawid kasi is ang binibigyan ng sustento ng mga pantawid, binibigyan ng mga privileges ng mga pantawid is yung mga poorest of the poor. Poorest of the poor ba? 'Pag poorest of the poor ka, mahirap ka sa pinakamahirap talaga, regardless of age, 'no? Talagang ano, tinitignan nila 'yan. So, that's the time na bibigyan nila ng, ah, ano, support. So, that is economic growth because what? We are targeting, poverty, okay? Sometimes also in a in a statement, you really need to check kung kasi 'pag sinabi kasing economic of growth, regardless of age kasi yon. 'Pag sinabi kasing economic development, yun talagang tinitignan yung age quality, like, I mean yung age na yung standard age ba, like 'pag ganito siya, bata siya, improvement. Yes, there's the quality of life actually. Lalo na example, let's say another thing is that, example of economic development, giving scholarship, giving scholarship sa mga estudyante. Is that economic growth or economic development? That is economic development. Why? Kasi nga, you are giving scholarship to the students because you want to improve the quality of life of the students. Am I correct? Oh, na-gets ninyo? That's not economic growth. Kasi 'pag economic growth siya, bakit? Ang estudyante kailangan niya ba ng fulfillment, sorry, fulfillment tuloy. Kailangan niya ba ng expansion of production? Kailangan niya ba ng increasing of output or national income? Reduction in poverty, incidence, gano'n? Kailangan niya ba ng employment? No. Na-gets ninyo? No, gano'n lang siya sa'kin siguro basic siya intindihin. So, gano'n lang siya guys. Alam ko nahirapan kayo diyaan kasi it's like something na nakakalito, right? It's nakakalito. But if you're going to, think it like adult understanding on it, napakasimple niyang intindihin, okay? Did you understand now? Naintindihan na ninyo ngayon oh, very good. Naintindihan niyo na. So yun lang yung tandaan niyo sa economic growth, yung expansion of yung poverty, yun yung tandaan ninyo, yung employment. Tandaan niyo yun lagi, ha? So next we have letter H, economic security. Assurance of the fulfillment of economic needs of every member of a society, including the handicap. Economic security is one of the very important example, ng mga senior citizen, giving security. SSS, social social security system? Huh? Ba ganun, social security system and, yun nagbibigay ng, pensyon, right? Nagbibigay ng pensyon na ano pa, mga Pag-ibig, they are under economic security. Can you give me example pa? Insurance, yan yung mga give me insurance, Sun Life, they are economic security. What else? Saint Peter, ayan. Guys, meron akong Saint Peter. Oo. Meron akong Saint Peter, Manulife, ayun. Oo. Ano pa kaya? Burnett is open, your microphone is open. Okay, so next is, yun ha. So that is what we call economic. Some of important also of the economic terminologies. Burnett, mag-take ka ngayon, Burnett. Mag-focus ka doon, Sir Bern, sa ano, sa UFC. Sige na, try mo na, go na. Huwag kang matakot. Huwag kang matakot. Char. Huwag mabahala. Ay naku, ano ba 'yan? Puro na lang kinanta lahat. Ayan, so, sino nandito ngayon? Okey. Ay, nandiyan pala si ano, oh, sorry. Okey. Next na tayo. So now let's proceed to microeconomics part 1. And again, microeconomics is study of how households and peers make decisions and how they interact in markets. So that is microeconomics. And again, welcome to theory of production, and let's proceed now to the theory of production. So theory of production is the process of what? Transforming both fixed and variable inputs and finished goods and services. Diba sinabi ko naman to sa inyo last meeting. And the production function is a technical relation between the quantity of inputs used to produce good and quantity of output of that good. So do I need to explain it further? No, I already discussed this one last time. So let's proceed. Firm, I also discussed this one to you, and also enterprise. Now, this time, I'm going to discuss to you more about the theory of production, which is the production is a process that create or adds value or utility. And also, it is the process in which the inputs are converted into outputs. Again, whatever is your input, that should be equal with your outputs. Yes? So inputs are the land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship, and management. or management. Okay? And outputs are considered as the final goods of your inputs. And inputs, fixed and variable inputs, what I have said, no, ang pinagkaiba ng input, ng variable inputs, tsaka fixed inputs. No, ang fixed inputs is remain the same in the short period, kasi nga fixed yon. Pero in the long run po, nagiging variable siya. Okay, nagiging variable. Kasi nga po, pag tumatagal po kasi, di ba, nagtataas ang presyo, nag-iiba ang presyo pag lalong, pag lalo pong mahaba yung panahon. Okay? Mapansin nyo yan sa isang relasyon. Charot. Di ba, pag short period pa lang ang relationship ninyo, like 3 months, ganun pa lang, mga 5 months, siguro 1 year, considered na yun na short period. Nandun pa, sweet pa talaga, may mga love you pa, tapos mag-date-date pa, may mga mansari pa, ganun. Those are fixed inputs. Like, ang kilig ay fixed na sa loob ng short period of time. Pero pag variable inputs po kasi, 'pag sa love, 'pag tumatagal kasi, ang reason po kasi parang nawawalan na ng gana, like it's getting cold. Gano'n, nakaka-feel ka na ng cold, tapos nakaka-feel ka na na there's something wrong in the relationship, and that is variable input. Kasi ano po, hindi po kasi permanente ang lahat sa buhay. Hindi permanente, nagbabago po kasi lahat. Ayun, nagbabago. And this is the best example, guys. Practically speaking, this is the best example. I don't know is if Ma'am Hazel is if Ma'am Hazel po is siya, relatable ko kay Ma'am Hazel. Oo, yan po. So, umpisa lang talaga magaling. Yan. So, that's what they call short period of time. So, that's why if there's someone who is courting to you, you will ask, is that fixed inputs or variable inputs? Tanungin ninyo, ano yan, fixed inputs or variable inputs? Kasi if that is variable inputs, then ay, grab it. Pero pag fixed input, that is, oh, don't grab it. The short period of time, short period of kilig. No, that's not good. Mm-mm. Si Ma'am Hazel kaya, relate ka dyan, Ma'am Haze? Nakaka-relate kaya si Ma'am Haze niyan. Okay, si Dave kaya, sa'yo Dave, ano yan, fixed or variable? Pwede ba ma-fix? What's the question? Wait lang, malito man ako sa question. Depende sa treatment, nasa pila na lang kasi may nabili na, "Excuse me, Kimba, don't include yourself." Hazel na nanahimik daw. Okay, 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 zipper na tayo diyan. Okay, sabi ni Dave, puwede ba ma-fix inputs ang hindi, hindi naman talaga puwede ma-fix inputs yung variable. Hindi yun, hindi puwede. Iba nga kasi nga ang definition ng input sa ano, ah, ay pass ako sa fix. Oo, pass ako sa fix, eh. I'll go with variable. I don't know, so you adjust. Ano ako para sa'yo, Dave? Fix or variable? Oh, yes! This one is very good. Nag-depreciate ang value, sir. Very good. As the days go by, nag-depreciate yun ang value. Kasi daw, part na ng relationship. Merong part ng relationship that lower your value. Oh, that lowers your value po. Ay, maglaon. Ay, hindi ko maglaon na. Ay, para maglaon pala ako. Maglaon ako. Yun ha, we have fixed input and variable inputs, guys. Huwag kalimutan yan. Mhm. Oo, 'pag lab magaling kayo. Lahat kayo nagpa-participate 'pag lab ang pinag-uusapan. Ayan, we have outputs, goods, and services, produced by using inputs. Now, I want to explain this to you guys and also this the use of production. Actually, we still have 14 or 13 minutes, but it's okay. Madali lang yan intindihin. So, we have total product. This one ay lumalabas talaga sa board exam. Like, honestly speaking, lumalabas talaga sa board exam to. We have average product and marginal product. Always remember kasi pag average product, it's either it will talk about the ratio of total product and one variable inputs or Minsan sa average product, it has a meaning called per. Ganito ba, per. Yung word na per, P-E-R. Pag may nakita kayong P-E-R and something that is related to division, that is average. Ha? That is average. Laging tandaan yan. It has something of multiplication or a division. Ganon. So that is average product. Okay? Pag marginal product naman, always remember the word add. Addition. Kasi if you let's say if the statement is talking about additional something ganun, additional. Basta ang word na additional, automatic ang isipin ninyo marginal. Kasi po ang kaakibat po ng word na marginal is addition. Gets? The rate of change of output as a result changes in one variable input. So, ano ibig sabihin sa, yung meaning yan, hindi nyo maintindihan yan, no? The rate of change of output as a result change in one variable input. Diyan, mahirap na yan kasi critical yung meaning, right? Pero kung explain ko yan sa inyo, ganito na yan kasimple, guys. Ang sinasabi dyan, magbabago ang output kasi may dinagdag kang input, variable input. O, yun. Ang ibig sabihin. So, marginal yun kasi nagdagdag ka ng nagdagdag. Oo. Again, if I will be the one to choose, I will choose average product because my love is average, not a marginal product. Oh, if you add someone to make me stress, and that will be your mistress, ambot sa na lang ta ka, Dave. Sa na lang na ako si Dave. Ayun, so, I don't know. Actually, Tommy is really good in cheating. Oo. Ay, sorry. Ay, sa Tommy. Si Tommy. Ayun, guys. Okay. Oo. I mean, he has a lot of girls, actually. Oo, yun. Alangan si Kent. Ang hirap kasi ang hirap i-pronounce ang pangalan ni Kent. Love less than. Oh, ano na, love, ala, love is less than. Oh, less than 3. Oh, bakit? Love is less than 3. Okay. Okay, next is yung kasi mahirap kasi banggitin yung pangalan ni ano yun? Kent basta Di Guzman, apelyido. Di Guzman. Naiinis ako sa pangalan kasi mahaba kasi hindi ko alam. Yan, next we have stages of production. Yan, stages of production. Dalawa lang dapat kayo ng parties. Yeah, correct. Tama yun. Tama yun. Love is less than 3. Oo, makinig kayo mabuti, lalo na yung mga lalaki diyan. Ay, ano yan? Mga lalaki diyan, makinig kayo mabuti ha. Okay, so we have stages of production. This one also lumalabas sa board exam. Pagpasensya lang yung sa baba, hindi masyadong nakita. So we have dito pala yun, si Kent Jemrick. Ano yun? Yan, first stage. Okay, increasing return. So, tumataas daw ang return. The first stage result from increasing average product. So, tumataas yung alin? AP. No? And then, all product curves are increasing AP. So, lahat yun kasi nga increasing nga yan. So, na-reach din yung maximum point ng stages of production. At saka po yung marginal product po is begins to decrease. Bakit po begin to decrease yung marginal product? Kasi po yung average variable, average product kasi is na-reach na yung pinaka-maximum point. Eto yung tandaan ninyo guys, kasi malito kayo niyan pagdating natin sa second and third. Tandaan niyo 'to ha, 'pag once ang AP ay na-reach yung maximum point, tandaan ninyo na yung MP nawawalan na ng gana or nawawalan na ng, bumababa na kasi ganito yan na-gets ninyo yung ibig sabihin na 'pag nagsawa ka na, 'wag mo nang dagdagan. Yung gano'n ba? Alam mo yung gano'n? 'Pag nagsawa ka na, 'wag mo nang dagdagan. Hindi po sa relationship ha, aminin ko yung po sa ano, yung for example, kumakain kayo ng sweets, 'di ba? 'Pag kumakain kayo ng sweets, ah, oh yes, parang marginal utility hindi iba yung marginal utility. Yung marginal utility is, dumadagdag ka ng dumadagdag kasi gusto-gusto mo. Pero itong increasing return sa first stage kasi, 'pag na-reach yung average product or yung satisfaction, yun, yung satisfaction mo sa isang sa sweet na kinain mo or sa milk tea na ininom mo, mawawalan, "Ay hindi na ako magdagdag," ganyan. 'Di ba 'pag sa street foods tayo, okey na 2 isaw, 3 isaw, pero 'pag hindi pa rin ma-reach yung satisfaction mo, gusto mo pa dagdagan yon. So, yan is ang increasing return. Yun ang increasing yan, pansit canton. Ewan ko sa'yo, Jenny, mukha mo pansit canton. UTI yan day, UTI. Chili si Jenny, ginatudloan ko niya ma-UTI. Masama talaga 'to tao si Jenny. Okay, okay. Next we have second stage. Diminishing return, oh, yan. Laging tandaan ang word ng diminishing return is the second stage sets is it at the peak of average product, experiencing a wide range of decreasing marginal returns. Yun, decreasing, bumababa yung marginal returns niya. And the law of diminishing marginal returns. The third stage is then characterized by negative marginal returns. Kasi nga, bumababa, nagiging negative, right? So, AP or average product begins to decrease, bababa na din siya. So, mawawala na yung gana. So, we have also the quantity still increasing begins to trade off and then MP continues to decrease and MP is zero. So, always remember pag diminishing guys, it's either zero or negative lang yan. Okay? Zero or negative. Pero usually talaga pag second stage, pag diminishing return, ito yung lagi kong tinatandaan kasi I've been there. When I was in love when I was in love with a person, napansin ko as we go like sige ilang taon 'yun siyempre and then, nafi-feel ko po yung diminishing return. Nafi-feel ko yung diminishing return na 'pag unti-unti kang nagsi-sweet, siya din unti-unting nawawala yung gana. Oo, gano'n pala yun. That is diminishing return. Oo. So, tumatagal nawawala yung kilig, nawawala yung gana. Yung nag-left si Ma'am Hazel. Na hindi ka relate? Okay. So, ayun guys, and hopefully hindi ko 'yan maranasan sa iba, oo, hindi ko 'yan maranasan sa iba. So, always remember 'pag sabing diminishing return, unti-unting nawawala. So, zero or, it could be negative or zero. Pero 'pag merong ganyang sagot question sa board exam, that will be diminishing return, that will be zero for me. Kasi iba din kasi yung third stage na negative return. 'Pag negative return po talaga, yung zero po nagiging negative talaga siya. Like, there's no zero at all, like less than zero, gano'n. Basta negative siya, that is already considered as negative return. Third stage po yun. The third stage then characterized by negative marginal returns and the MP zero and turns negative. All products are decreasing and the Q begins to decrease quantity begins to decrease even though input is being increases. So tumataas yung increases mo and then yung quantity is bumababa. So naglulugi-lugi ka na po pag ganun. Okay, lugi-lugi na. So in these three stages, what part do you like the most? I mean, which part do you like the most? Along these three stages, which part do you like the most? Sige daw, be. First? Mm, you like the first. Mm. But for me, I'll go with diminishing return. Kasi you will realize everything. Second, ay, Kimba. That's the work of Kimba. Oo. Yeah. For me, it's diminishing return. For me lang, if in love, I'll go with diminishing return. Because I want to learn than being in love. Oo, I want to learn than being in love. Kasi once kasi ma-in love kasi ang tao, like, wala na siyang control. Depende siguro kung kaya niya talagang i-control yun. Pero iba tayo eh. Oo, pansit canton kay kung isa lang kulang sa pagdalawa sumud. Ewan ko sa'yo, Jeanie, kaya ka pala nagkaka-UTI, yun. Ay, sa labi ay nakante can't relate. Okay. But in the production, I'll go with first stage. I'll go with first stage. But you will get a lesson from being a negative stage. Again, sa business po, hindi lahat nasa taas. There will be a time na bababa ka talaga. And what are you going to do pag bumaba ka na? Pag nasa baba ka na? Of course, you need to innovate. You need to make another product that will attract your audience. Ganon. Yun, I mean that's the correct way of doing na ano. Kasi yung iba kasi pag hindi na trending yung milk tea nila, hindi na sila nag-e-innovate. Kaya ano nila hanggang mag-close na lang yung tindahan nila. Pero there are some stores na still innovating pa rin. Mas okay po na fail minsan sir, maraming true. You know what? You cannot be succeed kung hindi ka nafe-fail. Pero sa board exam, wag niyo na din kayo mag-fail. Wag din ma-fail sa board exam. Okay lang kayo ma-fail ng ma-fail ng ma-fail sa review. Oo. Okay lang kayo ma-fail ng ma-fail sa review. Basta pagdating sa board exam, you learn from your lesson sa review ninyo. You learn from your review. You learn a lot from your failure in your review session. That's why pagdating sa board exam, you use all your lesson from it. From the learnings you get from sa review, gano'n. That's the only way na ano, yun yung pinakamagandang ano, sinabi ko. Okay? So yun guys, actually tomorrow we'll have another topic. So dito muna tayo sa stages of production, baka kasi malito kayo. And we have Rochi, ay mas okay po na film is yeah, tama, maraming learnings, file yung bankruptcy. Oh, yes, yung iba nagfa-file ng bankruptcy. Oo, lalo na sa business. Yeah, true, lalo sa business po, yun ang nangyayari. Okay? So tomorrow, I am going to discuss to you the graph. Okay, tomorrow I am going to discuss to you the graph of this. Kasi bakit? Lumalabas ito sa board exam. Okay? Hindi kayo mag-graph sa board exam. Anong ilalagay sa question doon sa board exam? Description, statement. So ano ang para masagot ninyo yung tanong na yun, ido-drawing ninyo. Tama? Just like nangyari sa inyong demand and supply and elasticity, you draw. Because the hint to answer the question is to draw. Also, in the stages of production, tatanungin kayo. And then, I will explain to you when is the time nagkakaroon ng bankruptcy and when is the time na bumababa ang revenue. Okay? Naintindihan ninyo? Okay, so see you tomorrow again. So maybe we can have our class at exactly 9 kasi lahat kayo yun present pag 9 p.m. Okay? 9 and then please yung iba mag-submit din kayo ng ano, ng mga scores ninyo. Yung iba hindi pa nag-submit ng demand and supply na scores. Tapos yung postes hindi pa nag-submit. Tapos yung elasticity hindi pa nag-submit. Gusto ko makita. Please. Kasi eto after nitong ano, theory of production, mag-aano na si sir ulit, oh, magbibigay na naman ng another postes. Okay? So yun lang muna sa ngayon. Okay, thank you very much again. Ano ang advice ni sir? Mag-start na kayo sumagot sa UFC ninyo manual, ha? If you have already your UFC manual, if you have it, if you already settled with your payment, you start answering crop signs. Okay? Para hinahinay na tayo, hinay kasi madami yun eh. Sobrang dami nun. Kaya nyo yun. We are done with sa crop signs para parang na-review na lang din kayo ulit. Okay? So ayun guys. Thank you very much. 감사합니다. 안녕히 주무세요. 안녕히 가세요. 자요. Now buhayo. Ayan. And enjoy the rest of the evening. Bye-bye.